What's going on, everyone? Rob here with RK Motorsports, and today we're going to continue the reassembly process of our 2009 CBR 1000. So as you can see, I've got a lot of new parts for the bike right now. I've got the fairings right here. This is the headlight. I've got some mirrors. I've got the seat, air ducts for the front, and I've got the new pegs. I'm gonna eliminate these old red ones because those are kind of disgusting. I'm gonna get the OEM style on there, and I'm also gonna check the air box because this thing has been laying on its side for a while, like after the crash. So I'm just gonna make sure that there's no oil, excessive oil that's in there in the air box. So I'm gonna check that out, and I'm also gonna try and get this bolt out of the frame. You can see it was kind of ground down flat from sliding on the pavement, so I'm going to extract that and get that out of there. And one other thing that I mentioned in the last video was that there was this little hose right here. There's like a 90-degree connector connecting these two hoses that broke. I actually have a new one on hand, so I'm going to install that. This is for the coolant reservoir, so with having that 90-degree connector in there, that way we won't have any issues with, coolant spilling into the middle of the engine right here. This is actually really clean in here. There's really not much oil. There really is, nothing at all. So this is really clean. So I'm gonna slap this cover back on and then we'll start reassembling the bike. Now when you're putting these front brake levers on, you want to be really careful that you put that little, there's a little pin in here. It's like a little push rod pin that goes into the brake, and there's that little, see that little, it's almost like a bushing in there that has a little hole drilled in it. You want that dowel pin to go into there, because if you don't line that up correctly, you can have issues with the brakes not working when you put these levers on. All right, guys, here we go. So these are the new fairings for this bike. As you can tell, we are keeping the Repsol theme. You could probably guess that because of the orange wheels that were already on the bike. Now, this is actually a 2015 themed Repsol set of fairings. There was a slight change in the way the bike looks from 2011 to 12 is when they kind of changed the fairings from this style to this style. So I'm kind of updating the look of the bike to look more recent. And really the main differences are the headlights are different, the side fairings are a little bit different, and the tail. And I think what I also have to do is I have to get, there's another undertail piece right here that I need to order. So I'm gonna order that. And also another difference between the old set and the new set is the air ducts were a little bit different. And I actually have those on hand. Those are in the little gray package right here. So these are the new air ducts, and I'm gonna install those shortly. There we go. So we got the new gauge on there. We've got our ducts, our air ducts on here on both sides. We've got our new headlight over there. And I'm gonna order that undertail piece just because with the new style 2015 fairings, I'm gonna need that undertail piece to kind of fill in that little gap that's on the underside of that rear fairing. So I'm going to order that, and then I think once we get those last few pieces in, this bike is finally going to be able to be reassembled with all the fairings on there, so we are getting very close to getting this bike completely finished. One last thing, if you guys noticed, we've got the scooter, the OG scooter, and we've got the jet ski here. If you guys have been following me, you kind of know what I'm going to be doing with this. I'm going to be slapping the jet ski on top of the scooter, and we're going to make a street legal jet ski. So that build is getting very close to starting. and I'll be doing a video along with that. So that is gonna wrap up today's video with the CBR 1000 rebuild. Until next time, I will see you guys later, and we are gonna continue to finish this thing up, and we will try and get this thing running and on the road. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.